Is LEGO Harry Potter getting a third CMF series? If so, what minifigures are going to be in it? That's what we're going to talk about in today's video. Let's get into it. So LEGO Harry Potter got its first collectible minifigure series in 2018 where we got a combination of Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them minifigures. However, Fantastic Beasts weren't very popular, neither the sets or the minifigures, so that was quickly retired. Then in 2020, when we got LEGO Harry Potter CMF number 2, we got entirely LEGO Harry Potter minifigures. So I think it's safe to say if CMF 3 came out for Harry Potter, it would also be entirely LEGO Harry Potter minifigures. So if you follow the pattern, we had a CMF in 2018, we had a CMF in 2020, so you'd think CMF 3 would be 2022. But that wasn't the case. They wanted to prioritise on other licensed themes, which is fine. However, there is definitely room and demand for LEGO Harry Potter CMF 3. There are characters which haven't been made yet since 2018, which the fans would greatly appreciate. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to make our own LEGO Harry Potter CMF 3. We're going to do 12 figures, okay? So let's get into it. So our first minifigure is going to be Patilda Bagshot, and I think this would be a fantastic minifigure to get because this minifigure won't be featured in a set unless we get a Godric's Hollow set, and I think Godric's Hollow probably won't be made into a LEGO Harry Potter set because it's quite dark from the Deathly Hollows, especially the scene which Patilda Bagshot is in where she turns into a snake because she's already dead. I don't know if LEGO would go there. It's quite dark, quite not child friendly, so to get her in a CMF would be the perfect opportunity to get that minifigure. By the way guys, we're really close to 10,000 subscribers. It would mean the world to me if you subscribed. Thank you everyone who subscribed already. We're so close to hitting 10,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. The next one is sort of a 2-in-1, and that's to complete the Hogwarts house ghosts, because we've gotten the Grey Lady, thankfully this year I believe in March, and we also have gotten 2 variants of Nearly Headless Nick, one of them being Glow in the Dark, which is my favourite variant of the two. But we still need to have the other 2 ghosts of the Fat Friar and the Bloody Baron. I think getting those 2 in a CMF would be greatly appreciated amongst many LEGO Harry Potter fans because then they could actually have all 4 Hogwarts house ghosts in their Hogwarts Castle expansion. I think that would be fantastic. Oh, the next one is so frustrating, and that's Professor McGonagall. And you may be thinking, why would I want a Professor McGonagall CMF? We've got Professor McGonagall a million times. And while that's correct, we always get Professor McGonagall in the robes that she wore in the Philosopher's Stone or the Chamber of Secrets, which is bottle green, which is fine, but not once have we gotten Professor McGonagall in her black robes, which she wears from the Prisoner of Azkaban all the way through to the Deathly Hallows. It doesn't make sense. That's 5 or 6 films she wears the black robes, but we don't have her as a minifigure. It's always the green robes. Just give me Professor McGonagall with her black robes, please. The next one I'm surprised we haven't gotten yet, and that's Bill Weasley. And I think Bill Weasley could be a minifigure which we could get soon because I'm sure you guys have seen the leaks regarding a big UCS Burrow which we could be getting next year. If that is the case, then I'll be very shocked if Bill Weasley doesn't appear in that set. However, if he doesn't, a CMF please. We need a Bill Weasley. It's not a niche character by any means, and the fact we haven't got a Bill Weasley minifigure as of yet, in not even since 2018, but even before that, 2001, 2002, 2004, 2005, 2007, 2010, 11, we've never gotten a Bill Weasley minifigure. It's quite astounding, to be honest. The next one I am shocked has not been made as a LEGO Harry Potter minifigure, very similar to Bill Weasley in fact, and that's Barty Crouch Sr. Barty Crouch Sr. is a big part of one Harry Potter movie, being the Goblet of Fire, and there's so many opportunities to give him out as a minifigure. For example, the recent Black Lake set, that he could have easily been released as a judge there because he is a judge of the tournament. He's also obviously present at the Tri-Wizard events. Just give him as a minifigure. We've never gotten him before, and it would have been another big reason to buy that set, but alas, we haven't gotten him yet. And that also goes to Barty Crouch Jr. I know we got Barty Crouch Jr. as a double-sided face print on one of the Moody minifigures, but I don't count that as an actual minifigure for Barty Crouch Jr. I mean Barty Crouch Jr. for what he actually wears, his black sort of dark clothing we saw in the start of the Goblet of Fire when he cast the Dark Mark, or maybe even the suit he wears in the courtroom flashback scene would be really cool as well. But Barty Crouch Jr., Barty Crouch Sr., we need them as minifigures. The next one, I'm actually really sad. I thought we were going to get this minifigure in a specific set which recently came out, being the Battle of Hogwarts, but alas we didn't, and that is Aberforth Dumbledore. I think Aberforth Dumbledore could have got in the Battle of Hogwarts set because he is obviously present there, and he has a pretty great scene where he casts Expecto Patronum and gets rid of hundreds of Dementors. But unfortunately we didn't get him as a minifigure, so I think getting him in a CMF would be greatly appreciated. That also goes with Ariana Dumbledore. I think getting Ariana Dumbledore is only really possible if we get a CMF because she doesn't really appear in any set that could be made. Perhaps maybe the Hog's Head, but yeah, it's tricky. She'll probably just appear as a painting in that set, so getting a CMF minifigure of Ariana would be fantastic. In a very similar situation to Ariana, we have the Marauders, where there's very little chance those could be adapted into a Lego set, but getting young versions of Mooney, Wormtail, Padfoot and Prongs, those four, would be fantastic. I'm aware we've got over 12 minifigures in this CMF, but I can't help myself. Let's go through some more. The next one is Rufus Scrimgeour. I'm not sure if Rufus Scrimgeour can be made into a set unless we get a Ministry of Magic set, but I would probably get, Cornelius Fudge instead. But we had a Ministry of Magic set and Rufus Scrimgeour didn't appear in it, so a CMF please version of Rufus Scrimgeour. He was of course the Minister for Magic during the Harper Prince film and also the Deathly Hallows Part 1 film. So yeah, the next one is Mrs. Fig, and I think Mrs. Fig will be a great minifigure. I could see Mrs. Fig though be made into a set. If you got a cheap set from the start of the Order of the Phoenix where we had Harry, Dudley and like 2 Dementors and maybe Mrs. Fig as well in that sort of dark hallway, that would be a great opportunity to get Mrs. Fig. But again, we haven't got her to date yet. So now the last one is going to be Quirrell under the cloak in the Dark Forest. I think this will be a really cool minifigure. It will look very similar to some of the Dementors and Death Eaters we've gotten, I guess, but I think it'll be a really cool minifigure to get, and it's such an iconic scene where I think that could easily be made into a Lego set, though it's quite dark to have a dead unicorn bleeding out on the floor with someone drinking its blood. Yeah, okay, I understand why it's not been made into a Lego set, but it'll be a great opportunity to get Firenze the Centaur as well. But I think this minifigure of Quirrell in his dark black robes with obviously Voldemort on the back of his head will be a really cool minifigure to get. Right, we've probably gone through what, 16 minifigures there, 12 was the target, but we've gone through a bit more. But that would be a really cool LEGO Harry Potter CMF 3. Hopefully we get one next year. Maybe we don't, maybe we do. We do not know yet what the CMF will be next year. If it's going to be Harry Potter, could be Star Wars, though I doubt it. Could be Marvel again, who knows. But that is my prediction of LEGO Harry Potter CMF 3. Hopefully we do get it, and hopefully you like this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe and make sure to like the video as well, of course. I'll see you tomorrow for another LEGO Harry Potter video.